Hello, everybody. I hope that all of you are doing fine. I have made this short video to showcase a little bit of the platform that we can take advantage of to use in each of our classes at Insight. If you remember, in the past, we used to work with the website that you are seeing right now, that was CambridgeLMS.org, whenever we wanted to work on extra material from the workbook and also with the online version of this one. We used to come to this website, add our username and password in order to access, and each of us had a class assigned to it. However, this website right now has gone through some changes. Whenever you try to access with your username and password and you try to log in, you will be immediately transported to the following website. That is Cambridge One. Cambridge One is the evolution of Cambridge LMS, and it has some new features that are really great for us to take advantage of in each of our classes. Let me show you a little bit of the different features that we are going to be using, and as well how to access to this platform. As you know, at Insight, we're using the same email account in order to access to the Google Classroom different classes, right? For accessing Cambridge One, we're going to use the same email that we have been using, that is Instituto Americano Insight 2020 gmail.com, but we are going to use the following password, that is FXC570ES. I would recommend you to take a screenshot of the following information so you don't forget and you can access to the platform without any problem. Just to clarify, this one over here is a 0 and not a no. Just keep that in mind whenever you try to access to the platform. So whenever you have that already prepared, your email and your password, you're going to come to the login section. Over here, you will be asked to log in normally with the email and the password that we just saw. You click in login and you will see all the different information that is already loaded to this platform. Once you get in there, you will see all the different classes from all the teachers and all the different levels. Each teacher has already assigned their material and their work that they are working on. For example, let me showcase mine just to walk you through some of the characteristics that this platform has. The first thing that we're going to notice is that we have a class key, right? The following class key is going to be really helpful for you to add different students to your classes, to invite them to join so they can work online with you. And also it can be shared by you either on a class or you can send them over and you can use it as well in order to invite your students. Let's take a look at the first section, and over here we have the class data. In the class data, you will find all your different students that are already enrolled or invited to your class. Whenever you see this, you will see their names, you will see already their emails, and you will see the status that their account has. For example, I am using this student account just as an example that I created just to show you how they will appear. But this one says that this student has not activated the code yet. If you remember, students have a specific code in each of their books, right? If they haven't lost that code, they can use it in order to activate their account and access to all the material that we have on this platform. However, let's say that you want to add the students yourself. If you see over here, we have a button that says add, and it's going to ask you if you want to add children to your account or if you want to add adults, right? The difference is that if you want to add children, it's going to tell you that in order to do that, the one that is the administrator of the page or one of the parents should need to do this. So this is something that you need to keep in mind. Also, if you click on help, it's going to give you the instructions as well on how to go through this process. If you click on adults, that is people that are 16 years and older, they will allow you to continue because you will only need the email and the username. For example, if I already know the email of my students, I will write it over here, the first name and the last name. Then I will click on invite and they will receive an invitation with a notification that is going to inform them that you are inviting them to your class. They can join and accept that invitation. Then let's continue with the second section, and over here we have the assignments. If you notice, I have one assignment already made over here, but I will show you the process on how to create your own. If you click on assignment, you will be transported to the following interface. Over here, you can see that we have the preview of the exercise that students can work. On the left side, we have the different units that the book has with all the different exercises as well. If you click on any of the units, you will see all the different exercises that each of the units has, either the lesson A or the lesson B, in the case that you're using passages as well, and even the lesson plus. Let me show you how you assign some of these exercises, right? Let's click on the one that is from Unit 2. In Unit 2, you can see all the exercises from Lesson A, from Lesson B, and from the Lesson Plus. Let's say that I want to assign the exercise 1, that is the vocabulary and the grammar. I want to assign 2 from Lesson B. I want to assign over here the reading and the vocabulary exercise. And finally, I click on assign. Once you click on it, it will ask you to put a name in your assignment and also a due date, right? When you want this assignment to be completed. Let's choose this date just for the sake of the example, and then you click on assign. Check out all of the information and it appears over you 4 activities that have been selected. They will be assigned to the name of your class and to all of your students, right? This will be assigned to all of them. You click on assign and you already have 4 activities already assigned for your students. You can keep on assigning more if you want to, or you can click on exit if you are already done. Then the assignment that you already made is going to appear over here and you can have access to it. If you click on these 3 little dots that are on the corner, you can view the assignment, you can change the due date, or you can delete it if you want to. So it's going to ask you for a confirmation message and it will appear over here that your assignment has already been deleted. The third tab that we have over here is the material section. In the material section, you have many interesting things that we can take a look at. First, we have the testing program, and the testing program is something that will be useful for you to design exams. That doesn't mean that we are going to design the exams on this platform. We are going to keep on using Google Forms, but this testing program is some extra material that you can use. At the moment, this is not available to us because we need the activation code of the book that you're using in order to use this testing program. However, the other 2 features that are the teacher resources and the digital workbook are available to us. If you click in the teacher resources, you can find plethora of material to use in your classes. For example, you can find the teacher edition in which you find different pieces of advice on how to teach remotely, language summary, the scope, the teacher edition as well of the book that you're using, and the transition guide. All of these can be downloaded, just the ones that you need. If you just need, for example, the teacher's edition, you can click on download and you will start downloading. If you need all of this material, instead of going one by one, you can click on the last option that says download all, and you will have access to all of it as long as you have enough space in your computer or in any device that you're using. Also, you can access to the audios as well. The audios over here are divided by units. If you notice, for example, we only have 3 over here, but if we check any other of the units, we're going to find even more or less audios. It will depend on the unit that you're working. The audios can be downloaded as well in the case that whenever you access to the online version, you don't cannot access to them for any reason. You have the video program as well that is going to show some videos that can go with the different exercises and activities from the lesson. You have the Cepher correlation, that this is a little document that explains to you what kind of skills and what students are expected to develop in the different books that they are using throughout the different courses. Something that is really interesting as well is that we have the section for fresh ideas. In fresh ideas, you have a document that once you download it, it's going to give you some ideas of activities that you can implement in the class to make things more dynamic and more creative. So I will recommend you to explore all of these sections, download the material that you think that you're going to need. And if you want to download everything, it's just going to you make sure that you have enough space in your computer in order to download everything. Let's go back. So that is a section in which you can have access to all the material regarding the book. And also we have the digital workbook. The digital workbook is pretty similar to what we saw at the beginning when we were assigning all the different activities, but notice that all the exercises are divided over here into the units, right? So this is just a preview of the exercises that students can work. Let me show you that over here you have the pathway that students are supposed to take whenever they work any of these units. Let's go with the exercise number 1. If I click on this one, this is how the students will see the exercise, right? For example, in this exercise, it says that they need to choose the correct sentence, and if they are both correct, they choose both. If I choose the first option, I have the opportunity to click on check to notice if my selection is correct or if it is incorrect. I click on check and it appears in green, right? Telling me that my answer is correct and I can continue. So I click on next and I will see exercise number 2. If I click both over here and I click on check, it will tell me that it is incorrect. So this is the way in which students are going to see everything regarding the activities. Let's finish this exercise so we can see how it appears to them whenever they have to send it over, right? So you keep on choosing the different options. We are just showcasing how it will appear to them in different situations. And at the end, we click on next, right? It is going to give each student the score on each of the activities, right? So whenever they finish, if for example, they have 6 items, it's going to tell them how much of the activity they have correct. They can either continue to the next activity or they can review, right? They can review what were the errors and what can they do to improve the next time. So these are some of the aspects that we have in the platform already loaded for us that are going to be pretty helpful whenever you want to work using the workbook with students on Saturdays. So I recommend you to take a look to explore by your own all the different features that we have on the platform. In the case you are wondering how the student interface is going to work, I will show you just some little details about it, and then I will share a video with you from Cambridge in which you will have that more in detail. For example, over here, I have created a student account. However, there are certain things that I want you to keep in mind. So whenever the students access to their account, they will receive a notification, right? Every time that you do something, they will get a notification on this little bell over here. For example, if you notice, I have a notification of the invitation to the class, the first assignment, and the second assignment. Whenever the students click on any of these notifications, they can see the assignment, but if notice the following, this is really important. Whenever they get to the dashboard, right, that is the place in which they will have everything, we have different options over here. Then they can see their progress, right? If they already had active their account, they will see their progress on the class and their scores they get. They will see the book that they have assigned, and also they can check the materials. If they want to check the materials, they will need the activation code that is already on their books. So once they enter the code over here, they will activate their account and they will have access to everything. If they want to join the class themselves, they can access with their account. If they are already using the previous platform, they will just need to use their password and their email. In the case that they don't, they will have to create a new one, but they will need 2 things in order to work online. First, they will need the activation code of the book. And second, they will need the class key, right? The class key that I mentioned at the beginning, that is this one over here that you have in the teacher section. So you can share it with them. They will put it over here and click on join. So once they are there, they will join your class, and also they can activate the different material. So for the moment, this is what I have to share with you. So I recommend you to explore the platform on your own, check all the different features that it has so you can get familiar with it. And also you can take advantage of all the different aspects that are already available to us on this platform. Shamelessly, I won't be able to share with you how the student interface look, but I will share the following video from Cambridge that is already made for us from their YouTube channel that showcases a little bit of the student interface, just in the case that you have any question how they will see everything that it's already assigned to them. So I hope that this video is helpful for you, and thank you very much for your attention throughout this video.